Hello everyone, welcome to Carlucci's Kitchen. Okay, so when we make the when we make the eggplant rollatini, this is how we get started. Get two nice eggplants. You want them as long as you can get them. And once we get that, we just cut the ends off. I cut the back off a little bit. And then what I do is I just cut a slightly little piece off the side like this. This way, when you lay it down, it's going to be flat, okay? So when we cut it, we're going to cut them as thin as we can, okay? This way, when they cook, you don't have to cook them too long, and then they wind up getting nice and soft, because that's what we want to do. So you just cut them nice and thin, like this. And then once we get this done, then I'm going to show you what else we got to do. All right, whoops. See, that's why you gotta be careful. The main thing on this is to actually make sure you got a very sharp knife. That's the key. If your knife is not sharp, then you're gonna wind up making a mess. Not really a mess, but you know what I mean. So we just wanna, if you get little pieces like this, you can still use them. You just have to make maybe a piece for the kids, you know? Maybe they want a small one. Too much of a piece like this, you can always just kind of fillet it like that. Okay? And then you can still get a nice piece out of it. All right, and I'm going to do the next one, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so once we get them sliced up, we're going to put them in a pan. And then what I do is I just take a little olive oil, and you're going to sprinkle all. Give them a nice coating. You're going to do both sides. You don't want to do just one side. You want to do both sides. And then we flip them over. And that's why it's good to get the eggplants that are thin and long. Because the ones that I picked out, these are the only ones they had. And they were actually a little fat. So the problem with that is you don't have enough room in the pan. So you may have to make a couple of trays. Take your time, because once these come out, then you can work them a little at a time, and that's what we're going to do. And that's it. Okay, when these are ready, they're going to go in the oven at 400 degrees for about maybe 10 minutes, maybe much less, I should say, not even 10 minutes. You just want to get them soft enough so you can roll them, and then we're going to make the ingredients for the inside. Okay? All right, stay tuned. Whole milk regatta is good to use. If you can't get whole milk regatta, you can use partial or part skim. And we have a pound of shredded mozzarella. You're going to use a pound of regatta when you mix it in. And we got Romano Locatelli cheese, 3/4 of a cup. We have one zest from lemon, and we have 3/4 of a cup of basil. You can use parsley also. And then we're going to mix this all up. And this is going to be our stuffing. We're going to stuff it, and then we're going to roll it, and we're going to make it nice, okay? Okay, so there we go. I'm going to get this in. This is 32 ounces, so half of this container should be fine. And that's about half. You can measure it out, you could weigh it out, whatever you want to do, okay? Whatever makes it easy. And then we put the mozzarella, we're going to put in, I'm going to leave a little bit because I want to be able to put some on top of it when we're ready to go. And the same thing with the Romano cheese, okay? I'm going to leave a little bit so that I can put it on top. And then I'm going to mix the lemon zest, basil, pop it in there. None of you be afraid. It's My mom used to always say, don't be afraid. And then 1 egg. That's what I forgot to tell you, 1 egg. Okay? Once we got that going, okay, so once we got that going, then you're going to take your spatula, get rid of this spoon because it's not what I need. And we're going to mix it all up. Make that egg break up nice and mix it. And this is going to be what we're going to put inside the eggplant as a mixture. You want to get it incorporated. You want to use your hands, you can use your hands. Okay, so as each his own, whatever you feel like doing, doesn't matter. And then once you get it really good, mixed very well, you just hold this aside because when the eggplant comes out of the oven, it's going to be nice and soft. And I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so you want your eggplant to be nice and pliable. So that when you roll it, you want to be able to roll it so it stands like that, okay? So these I had cooking in my oven for about maybe 12 minutes, believe it or not. I guess the oven, every oven's going to be different. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tomato sauce and I'm going to coat the bottom of the pan. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to roll this up, put it in the pan, and get it going, baby. Okay, so we're going to take a spoonful of the ricotta mixture, and you're going to put it right on the end, towards the end like this, so that you can take it, and we're just going to roll it just like this, and boom, okay? And that's what you want it to do. See? Very simple. And then we lay them inside the sauce. And we're going to continue to do this. I have one that I almost had going here. Same thing, you're going to roll it nice and light. No pressure, just get it enough that you can make it just like that. And you're gonna put the bottom, the opening right on the bottom, right there, just like that. And then you just continue. And we do this and we keep going until this is nice and full. So we do that, it takes a second, put enough there. And it doesn't matter how small the eggplant is, because you may wind up getting small pieces. Like here, I'll give you an example. That's a small piece right there. So instead of putting a whole tablespoon, you can just put enough to cover the end of it like that. And you could do the same thing, see? Doesn't matter. That's not that big. This one, maybe you give to the little people or the little kids, Put it on the other side. So we filled up that pan pretty quick. So I took a smaller pan out because we have a few left. Actually, we have 3, 6, about 7 pieces that were left over, and this is what it looks like right here. Beautiful, right? This one filled up, and now we're going to fill up the other one, and then we're going to show you how we top it off and finish it up. Okay, so they're done. Now we're just going to put a little bit of sauce up on top here. Just give it a nice light coating. Okay, cover them all up. And then we're going to do the same thing on this one. Don't be afraid. And it looks really good. Just enough sauce we have. Okay, very good. Then we're going to take a little bit of that shredded mozzarella we had left, and we're just going to kind of sprinkle it on here like this. Okay, and at the same time, I got the oven preset now at 350 degrees. We're going to put them in the oven, and we're going to let them cook for about 30 minutes. It all depends on the oven. You got to just keep looking at it to make sure. Let it cook a little bit more. Okay, put that mozzarella on there, and then we take some of the locatelli cheese, and we like to give it a nice sprinkle on top. How's that, huh? Beautiful. This should come out really good. Okay, and we're gonna pop these in the oven and we see what happens. Oven's at 350. Put one in over there. Put the other one in right next to it. And we set the timer for 30 minutes. And then we check it, and if it needs to be, we can put it back in for maybe another 15 minutes. It all depends on how it cooks. Okay. Okay, 30 minutes are up. Let's get them out. There. They're out of the oven, and that's what they look like. Some of the mozzarella got a little brown, which is nice. And again, these were in for 30 minutes. If you put them in and they may need a little bit longer, you can tell when you cut them if they're still a little bit hard, which they shouldn't be. But they usually say anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, but actually 30 to 40 minutes. I think you'll be okay, but I think they're gonna be perfect. Look at that, beautiful. Little grated cheese, and they're good to go. There we go. So please subscribe to my channel and share it if you like it. And hopefully we could do more of these videos. And as always, bon appetit and arrivederci. Thank you.